Welcome to a new episode of the podcast. Vox Agent is made by AI for business executives that work with AI. Today, we are launching a necessary deep dive into what is arguably the most crucial infrastructure development for future commerce, Google's Agent Payments Protocol, or AP2. You're constantly hearing about AI agents that can negotiate, plan, and purchase autonomously, but the real question is, how do we trust them with money? This isn't just some technical update. This is the foundational layer for the next era of commerce, really set to redefine how businesses transact globally. We're talking about agent-driven commerce, a system where AI entities are performing complex commercial tasks without constant human oversight. What exactly does this mean for transactions, and why did Google, alongside major financial players, feel compelled to create a totally new protocol to govern the money flow?
That is the critical question facing every executive right now. AP2, the Agent Payments Protocol, is essentially the security and compliance mechanism for these autonomous transactions. It's the essential rulebook, you could say, that guarantees reliability and accountability when an AI is acting as your financial representative.
Okay, so it's about rules and trust.
Exactly. This new environment involves complex exchanges that are evolving rapidly. We have business to agent, BDA, agent to consumer, A to C, and perhaps the most complex, agent to agent, A2A commerce. That's where one AI is negotiating and paying another AI directly for services or goods.
A2A. That sounds like it could get complicated fast.
The speed and volume of these A2A transactions are immense, which is precisely why risk management becomes paramount.
Right. The moment you put an agent in charge of a budget, you introduce, well, terrifying risks. If the AI misinterprets an instruction, or if there's a security breach, who is liable? How do you ensure the agent isn't exceeding its financial limits or buying the wrong thing?
Precisely. That risk, the potential for autonomous financial damage, is the core problem AP2 is built to solve. We're talking about mitigating sophisticated threats like mandate forgery, where an agent might be tricked into executing a transaction it doesn't have the original user authorization for, and also just general AI misinterpretation of complex purchase instructions. AP2 provides the immutable guardrails necessary for trust to exist in this automated world.
Okay, let's unpack this and get into the architecture. We're discussing a protocol, but why is it essential that this is an open protocol? Couldn't a single large financial institution or tech giant just build a proprietary system for their own ecosystem? Wouldn't that be simpler for them?
Well, the open nature of AP2 is fundamental to its success and eventual ubiquity. If it were proprietary, it would lead to fragmentation, right? Agent-driven commerce would be siloed. AP2 is designed to be payment agnostic.
Payment agnostic, what does that mean exactly?
This is a crucial distinction. It doesn't dictate whether you use Bitcoin, a dollar, or a credit card for the final settlement. It simply verifies the agent's authorization and the integrity of the transaction request before any payment rails are engaged. That's what allows true cross-platform interoperability across banking systems, payment processors, and even decentralized finance.
Okay. So it standardizes the permission part, not the payment part.
Exactly. And technically, AP2 leverages existing standards, notably the agent-to-agent, A2A protocol, which defines how agents communicate, and the Model Context Protocol, MCP, which securely handles the large language model's operational context.
It wasn't just Google working on this, right?
No, what's truly fascinating and what signals its seriousness to executives is the sheer level of industry collaboration. AP2 wasn't cooked up in isolation. It was developed in concert with over 60 organizations. Think about that coalition. Major competitors like PayPal and MasterCard, alongside cryptocurrency giants like Coinbase and the Ethereum Foundation, all agreeing on a single unified payment standard.
Wow, okay. That kind of buy-in does ensure that this protocol isn't just the future, it's becoming the present standard for the entire financial transaction pipeline.
It confirms that this is the new infrastructure, not just some pilot project.
Right. But let's dig into the trust aspect again. If I delegate purchasing power to an AI, how does AP2 guarantee that the agent adheres exactly to my instructions? How is it fundamentally different from, say, existing authentication methods?
The difference lies in the cryptographic underpinning. AP2 achieves trust through advanced cryptographic methodologies, primarily the use of cryptographic mandates and verifiable credentials.
Cryptographic mandates sounds complex.
Think of a cryptographic mandate not just as a signature, but as a smart, tamper-proof digital power of attorney, almost. Let's use an analogy. Imagine you're instructing your automated trading agent to execute a very specific order, say, buy 3,000 shares of company Z, but only if the price is $50 or lower. The cryptographic mandate digitally seals that precise instruction. It's mathematically proven to be the original user-approved command. If the agent later tries to execute a purchase for 4,000 shares at $55, the mandate simply won't match, and the transaction is blocked immediately.
Ah, I see.
This guarantees the agent is held accountable to the exact limits and constraints set by the human user, mitigating the risk of unauthorized or erroneous purchases entirely.
That's a profound shift. It moves accountability from, like, human oversight to verifiable math.
Yeah.
Now let's move past the security layer. Here's where it gets really interesting for the executive listener. What are the tangible benefits? What's the immediate return on investment for businesses that integrate AP2 early? What competitive edge does this offer beyond just being less risky?
Well, the competitive edge is found in unparalleled efficiency and reduced operational expenditure. The first major benefit is optimization. AP2 automates routine transactions, of course, but more importantly, it automates complex multi-party negotiation processes. This drastically optimizes workflows, slashing the potential for human error and manual intervention across the supply chain.
So reducing errors in manual work, that directly hits the bottom line, doesn't it?
Exactly. Businesses integrating AP2 are seeing significant reductions in transaction processing costs. This isn't just about saving cents, it's about enabling new market behaviors. When your transaction architecture is cheaper and faster, you gain a vital differentiator in competitive markets.
Right.
These cost efficiencies mean you can immediately reallocate those highly skilled human resources who were previously managing transactional oversight to much more strategic, forward-looking functions, things like innovation and high-level strategy.
So the early adopters are not just saving money, they are effectively buying back high-value employee time and refocusing their capital. That's powerful.
And setting the new standard for customer experience. Early adopters are defining new service benchmarks by delivering hyper-personalized, real-time transaction experiences. Imagine your AI concierge automatically purchasing airline tickets or managing subscription renewals.
Okay.
Not just based on past behavior, but dynamically negotiating the best rate with an airline's AI agent and executing payment instantly. This seamless, instantaneous fulfillment is something legacy systems simply cannot achieve.
That level of personalization and speed,
Yeah.
that's a game changer.
Furthermore, AP2 is intrinsically designed for global scale. By providing a unified protocol for verification, it facilitates rapid scaling and global transactions, helping businesses navigate complex international transfers while maintaining compliance with various regional regulatory frameworks.
So let's bring this down to earth. What does this look like right now in the field? Let's examine a few sectors where AP2 is not just a theoretical concept, but is actively driving transformative change. Maybe start with retail.
Okay, yeah. Retail and e-commerce. The most visible change is the dramatic streamlining of the checkout process, which drastically reduces cart abandonment, a major pain point for online retailers. But the true power is in dynamic transaction generation. AP2 facilitates dynamic pricing models and highly personalized promotions based on real-time inventory and shopper analytics.
Dynamic pricing, managed by AI.
Exactly. Your AI agent can adjust the price of an item down to the millisecond based on competitor stock levels or internal demand signals, and then instantly confirm and execute the payment. It optimizes both sales and inventory.
That moves beyond just selling products. It's optimizing the entire supply and demand curve through autonomous transactions. Well, financial services, the impact there must be huge.
Oh, this is where the impact is generational. AP2 is enabling truly secure, real-time settlement and payments. For global finance, the ability to reduce transaction times for cross-border trade from what could be days or hours down to mere seconds. Well, that fundamentally changes liquidity and risk management.
Days to seconds.
This speed is also crucial for automated loan processing, where credit approval and fund disbursement can be instant, and for enhanced real-time fraud detection because agents can verify transaction mandates before the payment even begins.
Okay, and for heavy logistical operations, the logistics and supply chain sector's secure and timely verification is literally the engine of the operation, isn't it?
Absolutely. AP2 optimizes everything from route planning, with agents paying instant microtolls or negotiating priority slots, to improving tracking accuracy. Crucially, it manages supplier relationships through secure, timely contract verifications. For critical just-in-time inventory systems, where a delay of minutes can cause massive manufacturing shutdowns, instant, verifiable agent-to-agent contract confirmation and payment is mission critical.
You noted the powerful collaboration with Coinbase and the Ethereum Foundation earlier. For business leaders watching the crypto space, what is the strong crypto connection here? Does AP2, legitimize digital assets as a transaction vehicle?
It absolutely does. By providing this layer of security and mandate verification, AP2 explicitly supports stablecoin transactions. Stablecoins, digital currencies pegged to fiat assets, are increasingly viewed as the practical medium for quick, low-cost B2B payments.
Right, because they avoid the volatility.
Precisely. AP2 accelerates their adoption by providing the missing link, secure, verifiable trust that works seamlessly with traditional payment systems. The integration we've seen with protocols like SUI confirms that this system is quickly becoming the universal bridge between traditional commerce security and decentralized ledger technology.
Okay. We've painted a picture of immense potential and efficiency, but executives must prepare for headwinds. No major technological shift comes without friction. What are the key strategic challenges business executives need to prepare for when integrating AP2 into their operations?
Well, the immediate barrier is often technical integration. Most large enterprises are built on decades-old, complex legacy systems. Integrating AP2 smoothly often requires not just software updates, but a fundamental architectural overhaul.
Which means investment.
Yes, substantial capital investment, both in new technology stacks and in the specialized human capital needed to manage this transition. It's an investment that probably can't be deferred if you want to stay competitive.
Okay. Tech integration. What else?
Beyond the technical lift, executives must prepare for regulatory hurdles. When autonomous agents handle sensitive data and execute financial transactions globally, compliance becomes, well, a moving target. We are talking about adhering to regulations like GDPR in Europe and CCPA in California, all while ensuring that the autonomous operations meet complex, region-specific financial reporting and auditing standards.
And that complexity is magnified when the transactions are instant and global, I imagine.
Exactly. That regulatory complexity is magnified.
And that increased automation and complexity creates a direct challenge regarding workforce readiness, doesn't it?
Indeed. Strong change management strategies are essential. If AP2 automates vast swaths of routine financial and logistical transactions, the human role changes entirely. It moves from execution to oversight, strategic maintenance, and exception handling.
So new skills are needed.
Absolutely. Organizations must proactively invest in training and development programs to equip their workforce with the skills needed to manage, audit, and optimize this new AP2-enhanced environment, ensuring human strategic input remains effective.
Looking ahead, how durable is this protocol? Given the speed of technological evolution, is AP2 designed to evolve, or will it become obsolete in 5 years?
Its design is actually one of its greatest strengths. AP2 is fundamentally adaptable and modular. It's positioned as a future cornerstone of digital ecosystems precisely because of its inherent synergy with emerging technologies.
Like what, for example?
For example, its connection with blockchain is crucial. While EP2 handles the mandate verification, blockchain technology can provide the decentralized ledger for the final settlement and transaction record, enhancing supply chain transparency and enabling new forms of decentralized commerce.
Right, blockchain makes sense. Anything else?
Furthermore, its integration with 5G and edge computing is vital. These technologies support the massive influx of real-time decentralized transactions needed for distributed environments. Think millions of sensors and automated devices talking to each other. AP2 ensures that those devices can transact securely and instantaneously, regardless of whether they are connected to a central server or operating at the network edge.
Right, for things like IoT and smart cities.
Exactly.
So this deep dive really confirms that AP2 represents a critical, almost unavoidable shift towards autonomous, trustworthy AI commerce. It's not just a technological upgrade, it's a strategic mandate.
That's a good way to put it.
By providing verifiable security and massive efficiency gains, AP2 unlocks billions in potential new revenue streams and forces a strategic realignment in how businesses operate and compete globally, where speed and trustworthiness are prioritized in equal measure.
Yes, speed and trust are the two pillars here.
The final provocative thought we leave you with, the business executive, is this. The integration of AP2 with the Internet of Things, the infrastructure of connected devices, promises to revolutionize large-scale sectors like smart cities, where AP2 could autonomously manage micropayments for services like electricity grids, automated vehicle tolls, and public utilities. So what entirely new business models could you test and deploy if every transaction, large or incredibly small, was instantly, securely, and autonomously handled by an AI agent, shifting your enterprise focus entirely to optimization and service delivery? Thank you for joining the podcast, and see you soon.